Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lock going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
In at quarterback.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on.
It appears that way, and he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Lock, and it's incomplete.
Lock's pass intended for Jerry Jr.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of it.
Lock now on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Lock to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 65 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed.
On 1st down, Lock. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Throwing on first down is Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at... First and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. And they get him down, but not this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Locke now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4. Throwing on first down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. Locke working out of the gun. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync, Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get...
On first down, block out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is Gordon.
Melvin Gordon on the
Desmond King making the tackle.
Desmond King on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Titans' 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 27, Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Locke going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking...
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Locke again. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
42-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Break on the coverage.
Throwing his Lock on third down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The extra point.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory. They obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 13 carries, 62 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Gardner Minshew sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
They run. Robinson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Minshew.
Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And they run the option on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size, often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught, Eifert over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete.
Complete to Keelan Cole. An 8-yard pickup. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To DJ Chark.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew out to us. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Minshew on the keeper.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags.
3rd down.
Delayed game, offense.
Don't do us like that.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
1st and 10.
Rolling to his left. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jayon Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
So now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got... They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
And Charles, we get a look.
Step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there. Now Minshew sets up the screen to Robinson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to... the 32.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minshew and Shark on the hook up. Their 1st down, Jacksonville. It'll be Minshew again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Jackson. Gardner Minshew sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that.
It's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Minneapolis. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Lamar Jackson and the Tennessee Titans.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Smith catches left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You get 2 big targets. You can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 86 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook.
Cousins hands to Dalvin.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Lamar Jackson.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything, just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally gets tight, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Cousins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen
At the 44-yard line.
Cousins again. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
33-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
1st and 10.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half. And we will skip the... Cousins now to throw on first down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist. To throw, Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2. At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson.
complete.
He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one. to it after the pick six. Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much there. Time as Cousins goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That went into the... Hands of Thielen complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Gain of 15 yards.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.
today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Lamar Jackson and the Tennessee Titans taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of in the heart of Nashville. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 16 carries, 52 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give just a little bit of space. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle.
Roethlisberger.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground. Time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. On 2nd down, here's the option. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Ben Roethlisberger.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Complete to James Conner.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and first down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. We're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
James Conner, the ball carrier. He was tackled.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Titans 34.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they elect to decline it. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to James Conner. A gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a
Ready? Lock 80. Alert, alert.
Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Steeler 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
Hey, Pent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's third down. And
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard.
There's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early. Dealt with a knee injury and missed. Four games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a cut. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will... So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, hey, they finish a perfect... Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.